Hey guys, welcome back to Farm Wife Life. Okay, I have a little bit of a confession here. I love it when it rains in the fall. No one tell my husband because I'm pretty sure rain during harvest is a swear word. But whenever it rains, I know I get to have Alex around to help out with different projects. Now it just so happens that the day that it decided to rain is when our beef was ready at the butcher to be picked up. Hey guys, welcome back to Farm Wife Life. So yesterday we went and we picked up a quarter of a beef, and I thought you guys might appreciate seeing how much meat you can actually get from a quarter of beef if you have no idea what breed the cow was or anything about the weight or the hanging weight of the cow, because we didn't. This was something my sister set up and we said, hey, we'll buy part of a cow with you. So I'm gonna pull out the beef that we got yesterday, put it on the table because a couple packages got damaged, and I'll show you what I mean by that as well. And then you guys can get an idea if you ever end up ordering a quarter of beef, how much meat you'll get. So let's get processing this. Okay, so let me break it down for you. This is what we got when we got a quarter of a beef. Again, I didn't know what type of cow this was, what the hanging weight was. The seller of the cow told us it would be $4 a pound, and that is including all of the processing, shipping the cow to the butcher. All we had to do was pay the $4 a pound and get our meat from the butcher. So what we ended up with was 17 packages of ground beef. These are in 1.5 pounds. Roasts, I requested them to be about 3 pounds, and you can see we got 6 different roasts here. Now steaks, I'm not gonna go through and break them down. I did request to get 2 steaks per package, and that's just because my girls are too little. They don't really eat steak, they'll just eat a little bit off our plates. So for me and my husband, that's just gonna be the most convenient way. We got here, okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 packages of steaks. And again, that should be about 2 per steak. And then I requested the soup bones so I can be making some broth after that. I find it kind of interesting that they put them in individual packages there. I know my sister got a half of the beef and she didn't want her soup bones, so I told them to throw it in with mine. So I think I might have got more soup bones than the average person did if you request a quarter of beef. But there you go. This is what we got for 144 pounds. Don't mind Daisy Dog back there walking in the background. Okay, so I said some of these got a little damaged with the paper wrap. That is completely our fault. If you saw in the video, it was raining when we went to get the beef, and a little bit of water ended up in the bottom of our cooler because we were about 3 hours away from the butcher when we went to pick it up. So that got a little damaged. So I am just gonna pull out my freezer bags and get that ziplocked in and take care of that. Okay, so that's what we got for a quarter of beef. Like I said, it was 144 pounds. I didn't weigh it, I'm just gonna trust them. We paid $4 a pound for that. Especially with today's prices, I don't think $4 a pound is too bad considering that included all of the butchering fees. yeah, I do kind of wish that we got a half of a cow instead of the quarter now that I know how much beef you get. We've actually never done this before. My husband has gotten elk in the past, but that came from a local butcher where we just got the boxes. We didn't have to go through the process of putting them in a cooler. We just dumped it in the deep freeze and we organized it as we went. So now that I know roughly what we get for a quarter of a beef, like I said, I think we'll do a half a cow next time. If not a full, we'll see. So there you go. Leave me a comment down below if you guys have gone through this process before, if you get the quarter of beef or if you get more. We are a family of 4, but we have a toddler and a baby, so we ended up with quite a bit of steak, which honestly, we don't really eat a whole lot of steak anyway to begin with. That's kind of our, whenever we do go out, that's kind of our treat, is we'll go out for a steak at a restaurant. We don't really cook it at home very often. I prefer roasts more than anything, and obviously we use the ground beef for a lot of different recipes too, but that can depend on how you get your beef processed, because I know when the butcher spoke with me, I requested more roast than steak, and I know my mother-in-law, who gets a cow processed every year as well, she's the opposite. They request as many steaks as possible. So this can all vary slightly with your butcher, with what type of cow you get, but I just want to give you guys an idea of how much meat you can get when you get your get a cow processed. You know what? I lied. We have ribs in here too. Where are those ribs? Okay, I lied. Take 2 packages off of the steaks and put 2 packages of ribs on there. So there you go.